Dear viewers, welcome to my channel. An Emerson College survey that was made public on Friday shows that Vice President Kamala Harris has a 1-point national lead over the former President Trump. 49% of voters said they supported Harris, while 48% said they supported Trump, according to the national survey. The survey's margin of error of 3 points is well within the narrow lead held by Harris. In the survey, 1% of voters said they would vote for someone other than the major candidates, and 2% said they were unsure. However, when undecided voters were asked which candidate they supported, Harris' support increased to 50%, while Trump's support increased to 49%. Additionally, the survey revealed that Harris was more favored than Trump. 53% of citizens said they had an ideal perspective on Harris, while 47% said they had a troublesome perspective on her. Trump receives a favorable 49% rating and a negative 51% rating. The results of the poll showed that there was a gender gap between Harris and Trump supporters, something that has gotten a lot of attention in recent weeks. Harris was ahead of Trump with 56% of men and 42% of women, while Trump was ahead with 55% of men and 41% of women. The most recent poll was conducted less than 3 weeks before Election Day, and early voting has already begun in several states. 80% of voters said they had decided who they would vote for more than a month ago. 11% said they had decided in the last month, and 6% said they had decided in the past week. 3% stated that they were still unsure. According to the national survey conducted this week by Emerson College polling, 49% of voters back Vice President Kamala Harris, while 48% back former President Donald Trump for president in 2024. 2% of voters are undecided and plan to support someone other than the major party nominees on the ballot. Harris gains overall support to 50% when undecided voters are asked which candidate they support, while Trump gains support to 49%. Women and men vote in starkly different ways. Spencer Kimball, executive director of Emerson College Polling, stated, "Men for Trump, 56% to 42%, and women for Harris, 55% to 41%. Hispanic citizens break for Harris, 61% to 35%, and dark electors 81% to 12%, while white electors break for Trump 60% to 38%. A greater part of electors, 80%, say they made up their brains about which possibility to help a long time back, while 11% made up their psyches somewhat recently, 6% made up their psyches in the previous week, and 3% still have not decided." Kimball stated, "Voters who made their decision on who to support over a month ago break for Trump, 52% to 48%, whereas voters who made their decision in the last month or week break for Harris, 60% to 36%. 48% to 43% of voters who said they could still change their minds are currently in favor of Harris. 48% intend to support the Democratic candidate on the generic congressional ballot, while 45% back the Republican candidate. 7% have no opinion. 53% of people say they like Kamala Harris, while 47% say they don't like the vice president. A favorable opinion of Donald Trump is held by 49%, while an unfavorable opinion of the former president is held by 51%. While 53% disapprove of the president's work and 6% are neutral, President Biden enjoys 42% job approval. The economy is viewed as the most pressing issue facing the nation by a majority of voters, 38%, followed by immigration, 16%, threats to democracy, 13%, access to abortion, 9%, healthcare, 7%, affordability of housing, 6%, and criminal activity, 4%. 54% of respondents responded that the number of migrants seeking sanctuary in the United States is a crisis. 37% responded that it is a problem but not a crisis. And 9% responded that it is not a problem at all when asked if it is a problem at all. 24% rate the federal government's response to the hurricanes this month as excellent. 28% rated as good, 23% rated as not so good, and 25% rated as poor. Methodology. From October 14 to 16, 2024, the Emerson College Polling National Survey was carried out. The sample of 1,000 likely voters has a credibility interval of +/- 3 percentage points, which is comparable to a poll's margin of error, MOE. Based on modeling of likely voters in 2024, the datasets were weighted according to gender, education, race, age, Party registration and region. Election and registration data serve as the foundation for turnout modeling. Keep in mind that as the sample size shrinks, subsets based on demographics like gender, age, education, and race, ethnicity have higher credibility intervals. With a confidence interval of 95%, a poll will fall outside the range of scores 1 in 20 times. Survey results should be understood within the range of the poll's scores. Spencer Kimball, executive director of Emerson College polling, stated, "Voters who made their decision on who to support over a month ago break for Trump 52% to 48%, while voters who made their decision in the last month or week break for Harris 60% to 36%. Harris currently has a 48% to 43% lead over the 3% of voters who said they could still change their mind. In Michigan, Harris is ahead of Trump by less than a percentage point, according to the Hill Decision Desk HQ average, while Trump is ahead by 1.5 points in Arizona. In Nevada, Harris is ahead by 0.2 points, while Trump is ahead by 0.5 points in Wisconsin. Additionally, Harris is only 0.3 points ahead of Trump in Pennsylvania, the battleground state with the most electoral college votes. The Emerson College poll was conducted among 1,000 likely voters between October 14 and 16, 2024. There is a plus or minus 3 percentage point error margin.